This is a rechargeable 12-volt lithium-ion battery. I was sent this to review for free. If you wanted to purchase it, it would cost you about $33. They haven't paid me for my review, and my opinions remain my own. So in the box, you get the battery user's guide, which is relatively small. You have a charger for the battery, and in addition to the charger in this bag, there's a couple of accessories. So the battery has a DC barrel connector jack, and they include two female connectors for that. So this guy here, the charger plugs in there, and that charges the battery. And then you can take power out of the battery, just plugging this into something that's compatible, or you can plug this guy in and just hook wires to it. They also have the ability here to solder something to your own device with those wires. Plug it in here and hook it up like that. So it's a relatively diminutive battery. Here it says it is 5.2 amp hours or 5200 milliamp hours. Input voltage is 12.6 volts at 2 amps. The output voltage is 9 to 12.6 volts at 3 amps max. So essentially it is a 12 volt replacement battery rated at 5 amp hours. And you can use this for powering small 12 volt devices. The way it's set up, you could potentially leave it plugged in and power the device, so you get 2 amps continuously from the wall. So as long as your device average doesn't need more than 2 amps, this guy will run it continuously. If the grid power goes down, you have 5 amp hours of power in the battery to keep running your device. So all of these little jacks are 5.5 outside diameter, 2.1 millimeter inside diameter jacks. So that's one of kind of the two standards for 12 volt power. The other one is a 5.5 by 2.5. So I'm going to charge this guy all the way up, and then we'll run a discharge test and see if it actually provides 5 amp hours before it turns off. Alright, so plugged into the wall but not plugged into anything else. The power adapter here draws 0 watts, or less than 1 watt, so little that my kilowatt meter cannot detect a draw. So there's no real vampiric load if it's not actually charging the battery. Alright, so plugged into the battery, the light turns red, and the watt draw has gone up to 28 watts. It's supposed to be delivering 2 amps at 12 volts, which would be about 24 watts. So it looks like it is delivering the 2 amps at 12 volts charging level that it's rated at. And it has a little bit of losses there, but not a whole bunch. So for on your AC side, that's less than a half an amp draw at 120 volts. Now, when it's in operation, the power factor is 0.56. Doesn't really matter at such a low amp draw. So the no-load voltage output of this charger is 12.8 volts, which is pretty close to the 12.6 volts that it's rated at. The battery does say recharge fully every 3 months if not in use for a long time. That makes me think that there is a BMS in there that has a small parasitic load, so you have to keep it charged up, otherwise the BMS will slowly discharge it. Alright, we're going to test the 3 amp max output claim. Okay, it is delivering 3 amps. The voltage is sagged only to about 12.08 volts, so it went from 12.5 to 12.0, say. So it is able to deliver 3 amps. Now, it claims to be a 5.2 amp hour battery, but it says its output range goes from 9 volts to 12.6 volts. So I've set this guy to stop at 11 volts, which is kind of the lower end of the usable 12 volt battery capacity. And we're going to discharge it at 2 amps, and we'll see how many milliamp hours it puts out. So it's drawing 2 amps, and the battery is barely sagging at all there. It's like 12.24 volts, so it's a 0.25 volt sag. Alright, so just about 1 hour after I started this, the discharge unit turned off. It basically finished the discharge because the voltage hit 11 volts. So between that 12.5 and 11 volt, it delivered 2 amp hours of power. So that is less than the 5.2 it's rated for, but it does say its voltage goes from 9 up to 12.5. So this is just going down to 11.0. So I'm going to change the discharge voltage cutoff down to 9.5 volts. Alright, we're going to discharge it some more. It's going to go basically from 11 volts to 9.5 volts at this point, and it's still at the 2 amp rate. Alright, the battery delivered another 2 amp hours, and it's sagging down to 10.5 volts now. Alright, this battery's delivered 5 amp hours. The voltage has sagged down to 10 volts, but it is getting close to its 5.2 amp hour rating. Alright, total of 5.2 amp hours delivered. The voltage has sagged down to 9.8 here, so it meets its specifications as long as your device will operate, at 9.5, 9.8 volts. So if your device will work as low as, 9.8 volts, you do get 5.2 amp hours out of the battery. Alright, the discharger has hit the done because the battery dropped down to 9.5 volts when it was under full load. Now it's back up to, almost 10 volts here. Alright, the battery is fully charged in about 4 hours, and it took 60 watt hours to fully recharge the battery. Okay, so this little battery meets its specifications. The only real downside here is that kind of 9 to 12.6 volt range. If you need like a 13.8 volt battery or a battery that's 12.5 to 13 volts, this guy's range is really at the lower end there. Now if you have a device that's perfectly happy working at the 10 to 11 volt range, this guy should be just fine for you.